Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Imagine that you are planning to study abroad with Ben, Stephen, Rebecca, but on the other side when you actually come like studying abroad in any country, whether it's Canada, UK, Australia, any country, I think most of them are facing the same problem, that you come here and you are finding yourself trapped with Manjesh, Ranjesh or Kriti, etc. So this is the topic which I want to address in this particular video. Basically this topic originated from my friend. I think he's in Canada, he's studying in Canada, and I was just taking his feedback that how's the things going in Canada. But he brought up one topic, that was that whenever he goes to the university, 80% of the students are Indians, and moreover when he go back to his home, again he's staying there with the Indians and he find himself trapped with a lot of Indian people around. So in this video, let us try to explore this topic a bit more, and I want to let you know about some of the problems which this thing has, and secondly what are the potential solutions for it. And in this video I will also be requiring your help, so make sure whatever opinion you have got, whatever perspective you have got, make sure to comment that below in the comment section. I'm waiting for your comments always. Very first problem which I see over here is that the lack of international exposure. What I exactly mean by international exposure is that whenever we kind of restrict ourselves to one particular group, we kind of do not appreciate the different mindsets, the different perspectives which the different students or the different people from different communities and the countries have got. So, and the international exposure is something which is really essential whenever you're planning to study abroad. So the very first thing is that we restrict our mindset to the same Indian mentality whichever we have got. Now I'm not saying you that Indian mentality is bad or not, but yes, there is more to learn except just the Indian mindset which we have already got. What I'm trying to say over here is that please try to be a sponge rather than a rock. So what the sponge does is that it observes all the different perspectives, all the different opinions which the different people have got. So develop a mindset which is of a sponge rather than a rock. Rock already has got his physical formation already been made. So just don't get entrapped in that just the Indian community, or even if you are like a student, because my audience is quite diverse. If you are a student from China as an example, make sure that you are not just being entrapped in the Chinese community alone. Whether you've got problem as English or something, let me talk in my second point. The second point is that the problem is that you comfort yourself. When you find yourself enclosed in one particular community, you get comfortable, and that is a big problem. Whenever we come to study abroad, it is very important that we come out of our comfort zone, and whenever you come out of your comfort zone, I guarantee it, that is when you'll be seeing the opportunities, and that is when you'll be having a success story in your life. So it is very essential to come out of your comfort zone. Now let me just give you an example. Now in my university, at Strathclyde University, I was just walking on a road, and now there are two problems with the comfort zone as well. Now few of the Indians, what they will be doing is that they'll be having a difference. For example, now India has got different states. From different states the students come to UK universities. Now the first problem is that there will be a Gujarati community who is working over here, and there will be some Punjabi community. I'm just giving an example. I'm not defaming or like commenting on like these communities, but these two communities will be passing by on the road, but they won't never mix with each other. They just keep themselves as segregated different groups, but beside given that they are Indians. So this is the number first problem. The number second problem is that now there are few people who will not be in this segregated groups as Gujaratis and your Punjabis, that they will mix with each other. But when they mix with each other, they won't be mixing with the other communities. For example, my university is Scotland. They won't be mixing with Scottish students, they won't be mixing with Chinese students, they won't be mixing with English students, they won't be mixing with other nationality students. So my main point over here which I'm putting out is that please come out of your comfort zone. And now my last point is that please make sure that we students always balance the personal and professional lives. These are two very different lives. By personal life I mean, for example, sometime I'm in a trouble, there's always my Indian friends who always kind of support me. There are like, I've also got like in my personal example, I've got friends from different nationalities, they also help me out. But for example, when I require some emotional support, I want to talk, sometimes you just feel like to talk about India, sometimes I just feel like to talk about that Chandigarh road which I used to visit. And to get that emotional support, you should be having your Indian friends. So like once you have had the conversation with your friends of the same community, you just feel a bit relaxed. So that is what I'm talking about, the personal growth. But whereas your professional growth come in, it is very important to network. More you network, the more chances are that you'll be having a successful professional life. For example, my company is just over there in the back, and the opportunity I came to know that there is a company known as Procter & Gamble in UK through one of my Scottish friend. For example, if I didn't have that friend, I wouldn't be knowing about this company at all. So it is very important that we also make our professional connections whenever we are studying abroad. Now let's say that if you are like a different community who is coming to study in UK. Now obviously the students who are already in UK, their parents are already working, they have got far better experience regarding what all jobs are available, what are the scopes of different professions. So it is good that if you make that kind of connections with your friends or the classmates, then they can say, oh well, my father is working in the same profession, and they can help you out. And that is what the main point of networking really is. And I mean, there are more benefits which you get with networking, and that is what I want to say you guys to comment that in the comment section below. So I think it is very important that we all, whenever we plan to study abroad, we balance our personal and professional lives. And here let me also talk about one of my Indian example. Now there is one of my friend, he's an Indian friend, he's from Kolkata. Now you see the mix of Punjabi plus Kolkata thing. Now see, in this case, now usually I experienced the same thing where like in my initial years I used to be just with my Indian, like I would say like Punjabi community, that's it. But after like later on I realized no, it is wrong, Roshan. You have to mix with at least your different Indian communities and then take a step ahead, then start to mix with everyone in your university. So what I did was I took that step. I talked with that person who was from Kolkata, and he gave me idea about Airbnb, that if you make your account on Airbnb, you can act as a tourist guide, and acting as a tourist guide you can earn some money by like kind of helping the tourists who are coming in UK for the local places where I used to stay. So for example, if I didn't took that step and talk with this guy, I would never ever come to know about that there is something known as Airbnb which exists, and you can earn money as well, which is very important. So I think this kind of mindset we only get is when we make our networking with different people. And also for my YouTube channel as well, I think a few of my roommates were all Scottish, and we were having a conversation that who all have got their YouTube channels. And one of the roommate, he said, I've got my YouTube channel. That's how I talked with him, that how do you make videos, like what is the business aspect of the YouTube channel, and that's how he helped me out in that case. So the main point is that make sure that whenever we are planning to study abroad, we balance our personal and professional lives, and also be open to different mindsets and act as a sponge. So this is what all I want to talk in today's video. If you have got any feedback for me, please make sure to comment that in the comment section. Make sure to like that video. It really helps to reach out to more other students as well. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day ahead, guys.